Welcome everybody, my name is Mr. Llama and today I am bringing you a ZVZ between Stephano, our blue Zerg, spawning in the top right, one of our favorites, and I have casted him a few times before as I just love to watch him play, and spawning down in the bottom left corner we do have JonnyREcco, the red Zerg, so don't know too much about him, but if he's playing Stephano we know he is a great player. So he thinks about Rocco Svedri. I have no clue who that person is, and I am sorry if he is some very well-known guy, but I do not know at all. But JonnyREcco, the red Zerg. So this map is going to be Antiga Shipyard. This is a ladder game. As you can see, there are no supply depots down here, which all Zergs do hate when they don't have that, as that is just so easy to get pylon blocked in, things like that. And so good luck, have fun out of both players. And I am sorry that I can't bring you too many replays today as drop.sc is currently broken. Just going to say go ahead and use that when it's not down. It's bad gateway right now or something, so a little overloaded, something along those lines. But yeah, if you have replays that you want to upload, drop.sc, and I'm just throwing that out there because it is so simple for me to get your replays and to bring them over there to cast. So it looks like we do have JonnyREcco going to go ahead and get his gas here. He's going for a 14-14, and Stephano going for a 15-14. So a little bit different. Stephano opting to take the second gas, and something that you just kind of have to think of when you see this is, hey, alright, so his gas is going to be a little bit later. What does this mean? Clearly this means A, his opponent is going to have his speed a little bit faster than Stephano, so there's going to be like a 5 to 10 second window where his opponent will have speed and Stephano will not. And I've actually won games in those 5 to 10 seconds. As if you just have a few lings hanging around here, right around his base, and he has just a couple lings there. As soon as you get that speed, you can dart in, you can pick off a queen, you can pick off a couple drones, things like that, so always remember that. However, Stephano will have a slightly more economic build, and this is, I mean, 10 seconds, you know, you're like, that means nothing, but no, it actually means a lot, especially at this high of a level, especially when you have such great players, and it's ZVZ, so especially when it's a mere matchup. So when you have things like that, every little tiny detail counts, and as you can see, there we go. So research has gone down, and he has about a 13-second jump on his opponent. Both players otherwise doing pretty much the same kind of build here, getting out 4 lings and a queen. We'll have to see if they opt to take more lings or not. Yes, it looks like Stephano's going to go ahead and continue with lings, and his opponent is going to go for an earlier expand instead. So he's going to go ahead and take that expand right there at around the 19 supply, while Stephano will take it at the 20 supply. So actually they were taken at the exact same time. Just kidding, but Stephano did have the extra supply from the lings because, hey, he got his gas a tiny bit later, so that means he could get one more set of lings out before taking that expansion. So he sacrifices 13 seconds in speed to have 2 extra lings out on the field to run around with, and you know, that's something that I'm sure Stephano has worked on many a time, and he says, you know what, I can deal with that. So a spine crawler going down here from Recco, just to be a little bit defensive right now, as he does not have a baneling nest up or anything like that. He is mining still 2 guys on gas. So a lot of times you'll see people pull off just to 1 guy on gas, but it looks like he possibly wants to get that baneling nest down a little bit sooner, or going for fast layer. We'll have to see what he opts to do with that. And Stephano now putting all 3 guys back on gas. Did he scout anything over there? No, I don't think he scouted anything. So just kind of being in a defensive position, as he does not have scouting information, so saying, okay, now it's time to go ahead and get my gas up so I can get a baneling nest. And there we go, we do see the baneling nest now going down from JonnyREcco, so we'll have to see if he opts to make a lot of lings and push out with this and do some sort of baneling damage, or not, as we have Stephano over here, who is just droning up a lot actually. He does have a few lings out on the field, but he is not going to have enough. That's why he needs the spine crawler and this queen to defend. And no baneling nest has gone down for Stephano. If you look, he has mined 100 gas there and just now throwing a baneling nest down, so I'm not sure if that was intentionally a little bit late or not, but this might cost him right here, as JonnyREcco will be able to start morphing banelings in before Stephano really has anything to deal with this. Stephano's still droning up behind this. He will get the 1 spine crawler down. I know Stephano likes to play where he throws down 2 or 3 spine crawlers here to really defend this, but no, it looks like possibly losing a queen, so just microing back and forth. JonnyREcco has not morphed any banelings in yet, which I might say It's a little bit of a blunder on his part there, as there was time that he had. So now he's going to start morphing the banelings, but by the time these banelings pop, Stephano may get banelings of his own, and it's going to be a very, very close window. These banelings will be able to morph in and start pushing up here, but these banelings are morphing, so it's going to be so close. And the longer he waits, he's already started waiting a little bit. Will it be in time? Looks like these banelings are going to hit so close. He's not going to pop them. He's going to run them right up into the mineral lines and try and get that off. It looks like the queens, everything trying to focus us down. Looks like 2 banelings possibly going to make it in. Yes, so he's able to kill off a few drones right there. If you look at how many drones killed, 4 drones killed. I'm not quite sure that was worth it. Units lost tab is fairly even. But if you look in the income tab, actually very even in harvesters there, as well as he did drone up behind that attack. So fairly even trades right there. Stephano, of course, that's what I was saying. He's going to have a little bit of a drone lead, though he did lose those 4. Pretty decent split. He was able to save about 3 or 4 drones' lives, I would say, as he had about 7 or 8 that were in the way of getting hit there. So what else do we have going down? We have 2 more gas being taken by Stephano. As well as this Evo chamber going down. We'll have to see if he's going into a roach play. Oh, double Evo chamber actually. Yes, so I would imagine he's going for some sort of roach play here fairly soon, sorry. And what do we have over from JonnyREcco? Also taking 3 gas of his own. And neither player has opted to get a lair yet, which I'm a little surprised about. But, oh, there we go. It's because JonnyREcco is going to go ahead and take a fast 3rd instead. So we'll have to see if Stephano scouts this. I don't think he has anything over there yet. No, he does not. So he doesn't know that a 3rd has gone down. Unless he could magically see the drone. No, he could not. So he does not know a 3rd has gone down. He's taking a 3rd of his own as well. So it's going to be 3 base versus 3 base here, as it doesn't look like either player really going to be too aggressive. No real units being made there, just a couple lings. And Stephano still droning very heavily, as he loves to drone and get ahead when he knows he can. And at this point, he knows he can. It looks like JonnyREcco now going to start pushing out with a few lings of his own. Does he have any banelings going with him? Nope. So just going over there possibly to scout, but he's going to back those lings off, which is surprising, as I think he had the ling count. Oh, it was fairly even. So 9 to 9 in those lings right there. And now double upgrades going down for Stephano. We do have the range going down as well for our Zerg player JonnyREcco. So Stephano does have a slight lead here, and when both of these upgrades pop and his Roachworn pops, he will definitely have the, or that's his Roachworn already popped, I believe. Yep, so both of these players' Roachworns will pop, but Stephano does have the harvester count lead, 65 to 53. The 3rd bases are fairly even, just about finishing at the same time, and this one not even being harvested immediately, so Stephano actually ahead on that. And he also has the double upgrades going down there. Roach speed will be in favor of JonnyREcco, so we need to see Stephano get that as well. Does he have a lair? Yes, he does. And throwing down a macro hatch, always a good thing to do at this point in the game, though he does have that 3rd. So a little bit confusing there. I'm not sure you quite need the macro hatch yet at this point, but Stephano, of course, knows more than I do, and I love the scout here by JonnyREcco. Going to go ahead and get that over Syria, and I had a great time to say, okay, what's my opponent doing? Is he going for some sort of crazy spire tech? Is he doing anything like that? But he just scouts, hey, basic roaches, lings, same sort of composition, so we will be on the same page here. But Stephano starting the +2/+2 ahead of his opponent, so they're both going to have that +2 attack upgrade. But wow, they're going to have... And did he cancel his ground, Carapace? I think he did. Because he definitely was researching ground a little bit before, so it looks like he canceled his ground and then restarted it. So Stephano going to be a whole defense upgrade above his opponent. His opponent now trying to push in here with some lings to this back door. He may be able to pick off a few lings or drones, but there is the banelings sitting right here by Stephano. So smart play right there, and these lings are going to push up in here, and baneling's going to get a nice hit. 2 more banelings do push over. He's possibly going to lose a queen. Another huge baneling hit, so JonnyREcco not quite able to micro this. It looks like Stephano's going to be able to clean all of this up, and now definitely take a lead here. So now this macro hedge will start coming into play, as he can start pumping out lings to join his army if he wishes. Does not quite have enough gas, as he's still only on 4 gas right now. Just hasn't taken his 5th and 6th one yet, but his JonnyREcco taking 5 and 6, so we'll have to see if he's going to go for some sort of more advanced lair tech. We do see him getting out the Infester. or infestation pit, I should say, getting burrow, getting that pathogen glands, and there the infestors now being produced as the 30 seconds on the pathogen glands has passed. So Stephano, does he have any sort of answer to this? I don't think I see him getting any sort of advanced lair tech. No, he is not. So he's simply sticking on this mass roach army. He does have a 40 supply lead though over his opponent. So if he pushes over here right now, this could be very, very troublesome for JonnyREcco to deal with, as he's only at 150 supply, and I think Stephano knows that he is ahead in that. And wow, look at the harvester count, 80 to 63. JonnyREcco has just been droning so hard, but this might cost him, as now Stephano's maxing. He's going to start pushing over towards his opponent's base. This is especially as well when the smacker hatch is useful, as remaxing so quickly he can do off of this. He does have money now starting to really pull up, and JonnyREcco only has a few roaches out here to deal with this. He's going to start popping out more roaches, getting infestors to try and deal with it. He does have burrow as well, but Stephano smartly as an overseer here to defend with this. And there's just a couple of infestors out, so it only looks like he has 2 infestors, 3, okay, so 4 infestors. I didn't quite see the other 2 being made there, but I'm still not sure he has enough. It's going to be a very close battle. He's going to need huge fungos, and Stephano is going to have to make some sort of mistake, I would imagine, as he also has that +2/+2 to the 1/2. Stephano with a great concave coming in here on his opponent is also going to sneak some roaches over here to start taking out the third, and it looks like he should be able to clean this up, but JonnyREcco's reinforcing roaches actually going to be able to start picking these off. I'm not sure though, as the upgrades here are just too much, it looks like, to deal with, and Stephano in the meantime has cleaned out a lot of drones back here. Will he be able to pick up the third? I'm not sure. It looks like JonnyREcco going to be able to force Stephano out, at least there from the main, but there's still some more roaches here from Stephano, just being as annoying as possible, trying to pick off even more units. Does not get any of those infestors though, so one of them went down somewhere, but still has 3 infestors. They are rebuilding their energy, almost enough for a second fungal if Stephano chooses to push in once again, which it looks like he might, as he knows he still has that supply lead. All of his units though are streaming in slowly, so it looks like JonnyREcco may be able to defend this if he just attacks in right now, as it's a pretty fairly even battle. Once again, fungals are almost ready. Yes, fungals are ready there on 2 of those infestors, so he's going to be able to fungal one of those groups. The roaches just getting in all around those. He's going to sneak some roaches around behind, micro them to start picking off the infestors, and I'm not sure that JonnyREcco now has enough to deal with it, as the upgrade advantage has gone in favor of Stephano, and that has made this extremely hard for JonnyREcco, and GG out of JonnyREcco. That is going to be it for him. So Stephano takes the ZVZ. Beautifully played right there, able to pretty much just kind of get that drone count in his favor and then win a few clutch battles, get some nice saves with his banelings, things like that, and just push out before his opponent's tech could really do too much damage. He pushed maxed versus his opponent's infestation tech when he only had out, 4 infestors, and he was just able to get a nice concave, had the upgrade advantage, and really, really crushed at a good time there. So well played by Stephano. My name is MrLlama. I hope you enjoyed.